Hi. Hello, Pinky. Thanks for joining. We are still waiting for a few more to join, and then we'll solve this problem. Till then, you can solve this. Hi, Siddharth. Thanks for joining. All right. So we are given with the diagram, and in this diagram, you need to solve for the value of x. Three of the angles are already given. You can do the construction if required. Uh, we need to solve for the value of x. So the rule is simple. As you guys are not new to the channel, you know that we need to give the answer along with the explanation. So I'm just waiting for the participant to join once we are going to have the correct explanation along with the correct answer, then we will move to the next question. Hi Kushagra, thanks for joining. uh, till now we haven't received any of the answer. This question is just a warm-up question. This is not that difficult. So I'm waiting for you guys. I'm waiting for the correct answer along with the correct explanation. Okay, so we do have one user who has given the answer, Aniket Sahu 130. Alright Aniket, 130 might be a correct answer, but I'll let you know only when you are going to give the explanation that how you have approached for this question. Pinky has said 130, 105. Okay. Vedic said 105. Pinky and Ankit and Vedic, could you guys please share your logic that how you did this? Once you are going to do so, then we'll move to the next question. Ram Singh 130 is correct. Alright. Alright guys, 130 in quadrilateral. Okay. You used quadrilateral. Okay. X plus 55 plus 45 plus 30. Find the reflex angle. Great, Pinky. Your logic is one of the correct logic. You can use that. Vedic said 180 minus 75 is equal to 105. Not that case, because x is not inside a triangle. 300 participants are there guys, and I'm still waiting for few more answers. Then I'll explain this one. How can you do this without using the quadrilateral property? We can use the property of the triangle only. Chef said 130. Vedic 105 is not correct. Ladashi 110 is incorrect. Tuhin 130, Amrit 130, 130. Alright, so we have enough of the comments for this question. For those who are giving the answer as 110 and 105, I'll explain. And let's see. Let me just share my screen. Janelia said hi. Hi, Janelia. 75 is incorrect, Veera. You can see here now. I'm going to explain. Look, if I'm going to extend this line, let's say I'm going to extend this like this. Wait a minute. Now this is a triangle. We had this triangle. Let me just name it as P. So in triangle APC, this triangle, this angle is going to be exterior angle of this triangle, and we know exterior angle of a triangle. Yes, Pinky, exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two interior angles, remote interior angles. So 55 plus 30 is going to be 85. So we have this as 85. Now if I'm going to take this triangle, which is BPD, so for this triangle X is going to be an exterior angle, so X is going to be 85 plus 45, and I'm going to get my answer as 130 degree. That's it. So we are going to move to the next question now, and I hope you are going to participate in that also. Let's see how many of you can do that correctly. Okay, yes, without wasting any time further, let's just move to the next question. So this is the next question in which we need to solve for the value of X and Y. Let's see how many of you can. Yes, you can use angle sum property also. Participants has given the answer as you by using the angle sum property. So in this problem we need to solve for the X and Y both. I just need the correct explanation along with the correct answer. So I'm waiting for your answers then. We need to solve for X and Y. Alright, Pinky said Y is 36 and opposite angle and okay, opposite angles property. Ayush Sinha, X is 28, Y is 36. I'll let you know whether your answer is correct or not, but we do need a correct explanation along with that, Ayush. Guys, correct explanation is really appreciated because these question has multiple approaches, so better if you are going to give the correct explanation along with the answer. That would be really helpful for others to understand who are still not getting it. Linear pair and angle sum property of a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay. Alright, you can use that. You can use the exterior angle property also. I'll be using exterior angle property. M is 58. Okay. Everyone is using different approach. That's correct. Great. Buddhima said 86 plus MPQ is equal to 180. Okay, yes. Dark gaming said by using the linear pair exam PQY. Where is PQY? PQY. Yes, PQY is 58. All right, correct. But only two of the users has given the correct answer. I'm waiting for the correct answers along with the correct explanation. Then for sure we are going to move to the next question. Buddhima, yes, that was correct. But that is just counted as the one of the steps. Let angle QBX. Which QBX? We have already one of the angle Gurnur marked as X. 122 plus X is equals to 180. Y is equal to 36. Yes. Okay. So I can see that most of you has, not most of you, only 3 to 4 people has given the correct answer. Enemy lover has used the exterior angle property, which I personally use. That is one of the easiest one. We need not to solve for that much of stuff all the time. Okay. Okay. Veera said x is equal to 28, y is equal to 28. Veera, x is equal to 28, but that is correct, but y is not 28. Kushagra said not getting. Kushagra, I'll be explaining just within 1 to 2 minutes. I'm just waiting for a few more comments. M is 58. Y is going to be 36. Okay. You can use that whatever you want to do. That's always fine. Angle sum property or alright guys, I am going to explain now. Let's see, then we'll move to the next question. Let me just explain. I'll show one of the approach here. I hope my screen is visible to you guys. Yes. Okay. Here, if I'm going to say I can solve for any of these angle, either you can solve for this angle or I can solve for this angle. Let's suppose I'm solving for this angle. So 122 and this is going to be 58, right? Using the property of the linear pair. Now in this particular triangle QXN, I can use the exterior angle property, which says the sum of the two remote interior angles is going to be exterior angle. So if these are the two remote interior angle, that is 58 and X and 58, then the exterior angle is going to be 86, right? So I can directly write X plus 58 is equals to 86, and from here X is going to be 28 directly. You need not to use the angle sum property here. You can use the exterior angle property directly. Second thing, I can do the same thing here also. If I'll see this is another triangle. So here, if this was 58, this is also going to be 58 vertical angles. And now this angle is 86. I know that opposite angles of the cyclic quadrilateral are equal. So if this is 86, this P and N is going to be supplementary angles, right? I can solve for this P, that is QPM. This is going to be 94. Again, using the exterior angle property for this particular triangle, I can write that y plus 58 is equals to 94. Y plus 58 is equal to 94, and from here y is going to be 36 directly, right? So this is the another approach. You guys have used the angle sum property of the quadrilateral and triangles. I just use the exterior angle property, and that's it. However, there are multiple approaches. Yes, more physics said 28, 2012 were 28, 32. 32 was not the correct answer. Y was 36. Okay, so we do have so many of the participants. Let's just move to the next question and let's see how many of you can solve that. Just give me a minute. Alright guys, we are given with a figure. Few of the marked segments are already marked. You can see they are representing that the side lengths are equal. We are only given with one of the angle which is marked as angle B, which is 100, and we need to solve for the x. Now I'm waiting for the correct answers along with the correct explanation. Uh, let's see how many of you can do that. Two triangles are clearly visible which are RPQ. However, there are four or more than four triangles, and smaller one is BAC. Angle B is given. You need to solve for the value of x. Do share your approach along with your correct answers. We have Veera who said 20, but Veera, I do need the correct explanation along with the answers. You know that. Pinky, this is an easy one. I would recommend please don't give up. You can do that. Guys, Pinky, we can solve for the using the angle sum property only. Veera, I would like to know your approach. What is your approach? So for hint, I would say just go with the triangle BAC first. You can mark angle A and C for BAC by any variables for better understanding, and you can solve for the value of x directly. 40 plus 40 plus 260 plus x is equal to 360. What? Okay, 40. No, you can't get it as 40 because BA is not equal to BC. Don't assume that. Morph, don't assume that BA is equal to BC. PR is not equal to QR. Let me just mark this for you guys, because you guys are getting confused here. Don't make any assumptions from your side. Let me just mark this point as MN. If these points are marked as MN, so what you are given with, that PM is equal to QN. This is given to you. This entire side length is not equal, that is not given. Yes, now you can see that PM is equal to PA, this is given, and Qn is equal to Qc, this is also given. We need to solve for the X. Anyway, lover, I have checked your explanation, that was correct. P plus Q X us gives us, okay, 20. Let's see. I'm waiting for few more answers and then we'll move to the next question. I'll explain this one before. Alright, so we have Buddhima. Buddhima has given the correct explanation. Thanks, Buddhima. Alright, so we do have 2 to 3 participants who has given the correct explanation. So I think we can move to the explanation part. I'm going to give the explanation for those who are still not getting it. Let's see. If we say that BAC is a triangle, considering the triangle BAC, let me just mark this as A and this angle as B. So in this triangle, this bigger one triangle, this one, I'll be writing A plus B plus 100 is equal to 180. And from here, I'll be getting A plus B is equal to 80 on solving this equation. A plus B is equal to 80. This is my first equation. Now look at this carefully. Here, these lines are marked as equal, which says that PA is equal to PM. This is an isosceles triangle, this one, right? Similarly, this is an isosceles triangle because two of the sides are equal. So the base angles of an isosceles triangle are equal, we know that. If this is A, this is also going to be A. If this is B, this is also going to be B. So what about this then? If this is A, this is also A. These are the two interior angle and this would be an exterior angle. So this is going to be A plus A, because exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two interior angles of the opposite sides, right? Similarly here, these BB are the two interior angle, then this is going to be B plus B 2B. Now for the biggest triangle, which is PQR, considering the PQR, I will be getting 2A plus 2B plus X is equals to 180, right? So if I'm going to take 2 as common, this A plus B plus X is equal to 180. We have A plus B already, which is 80 degree. I can substitute it here. 80 into 2 is 160 and 160 will get subtracted from 180. Will be giving us X is equal to 20 degree. So that's the another approach. Without using the property of the quadrilateral, you can solve this directly. I hope that is clear to you guys. The correct answer for this question was X is equal to 20 degree, and I just used the angle sum property of the triangle. I am literally I am obsessed with exterior angle property. Yes, you are right. Correct. So let's just move to the next question now. I hope that is clear to every one of you. Let's move to the next question. Right? Shall we? Okay, we have one yes. Pinky said yep. Alright, let's just have the next question and let's see how many of you can do that. This time, I have given you something different than geometry. We need to solve for the value of x. Guys, don't go with the hit and trial method. I don't need a hit and trial methodology. We need to solve for the value of x, and I want you to do the correct steps for this and give me a correct answer for the value of x. Let's see how many of you can do this. I'm waiting for the correct answer along with the correct explanation. Yesterday, some of you have asked like why always geometry, so I just gave you an algebraic problem. Let's see. We have Morphy. Morphy, you gave x is equal to 3. Could you please explain a bit that how you are getting it? Same goes with the Black Avenger. Black Avenger has given the answer as x is equal to 3. Enemy answer is not 4, however. Okay, so we have Morphy said like 5 into 5, 2x minus 1. Mithilesh More, you are giving just an answer. I'm not going to consider that. Arif said didn't get the answer. Okay, Morphy, your answer and explanation is correct. Arav, I'm going to explain. Don't worry about that. I'll explain. I'm going to give the correct explanation. Okay, so Black Avenger has given the correct explanation. Alright. That is understandable only for by those. Yes, enemy, your answer is correct. Marceli, your answer is correct. Correct, correct. Yes, Arav. I got that, but the thing is that would not be going to be understandable by each one of you. So I'm going to give you the explanation for that. Don't worry. Alright, let's just see how we can solve this. Give me a minute. Okay, we have this equation already, right? Now, can I write, if I'm going to like rewrite this, because I'm not going to use that method because that is not going to be understandable, that he has taken the common thing or like one of the common factors out, that would not be understandable by each of you. So can I write this as 5 raised to power 2x into 5 raised to power minus 1, because the bases are same and the powers are going to be get added, so that is only going to give me the same expression, right? Correct na? So if I can write it like this, so this 5 raised to power minus 1 is going to be, this 5 raised to power minus 1 can be written as like this. I can rewrite this expression as 5 raised to power 2x and into 5 raised to power minus 1, because the power is minus negative 1, so I can take that into the denominator. Similarly, the same thing I can do this for this. This can be written as 25 raised to power x upon 20 into 25 raised to power minus 1, which can be written as upon 25 like this. So now this is nothing but this 25x can be written as 5 square, and we have the x along with that, so I can write it as 5 raised to power 2x. And if I'm going to take 5 raised to power 2x now common, this will become 1 upon 5 minus 1 by 25 is equal to 2500, right? So on solving, if I'm going to take the LCM and all, so what I'm going to get, 5 raised to power 2x will remain as it is. I will have denominator here, like this is on solving, this will give me 4 by 25 is equal to 2500, and I'm going to take this on another side. 5 raised to power 2x is going to be 2500 into 4 by 25. This term will get reciprocal when I'm going to take it on another side. Cancelling this, this will become 100. 100 into 4 will give me 400. Is it? Is it 400? Yes, let me just check. No, just this is going to be 25, sorry. This is 4. So I'll be having 25, 25, 25. So 25, this 2500 can be written as 25 into 100. This 4 will get cancelled out with 25. I have 25 cube, which means 5 raised to power 6. So bases are same. We can equate the powers. So 2x is going to be 6 and x is going to be 3. Right? That's it. So now this was a basic question for like all of the users who were asking for this, like why geometry every time. Let's just move to the next question and let's see how many of you can do this. Pinky Shukin said, to be honest, this was one. Is there any? Did I missed few of the comments? Did someone is spamming the comment section? Guys, whoever is doing spamming in the comment section, just name him, tag him, because I missed few of the comments and I will just block him directly. Okay, let's just move to the next question then. I'm going to give you the next question this time, and let's see how many of you can. No, Pinky, that was not you. I think someone has commented something. I'll check it. All right, so we do have this question now. We need to solve for the value of a, b, and c. And let's see how many of you can do this. Uh, CAE is a triangle. Let me just check. CAE. Yes, CAE is a triangle. Yes, you are right. Alright, we do have two answers like C is equal to 62, A is equal to 105. Pinky. Okay, what about B? Alright, Murphy has given the right answers, but we do need a bit of brief explanation. Vinod, Vinod said x is equal to. Vinod, are you answering for the previous question? Maybe, right? So that is okay. Anime lover said BDE. BDE. BDE is going to be 43 plus C. Okay. Yes, Murphy, you are right. Vinod is not actually live. A is 43 plus C. 62 exterior angle property. B is exterior. Alright, I got you guys. Actually, this was not the question that I have decided to ask, but I accidentally click on this, so it just appeared on the screen and I just put it like that. We'll have the next question for sure, but everyone has given the correct answer. I think there is no need to give the explanation for this, right? We'll move to the next question directly then. Is there anyone who has like any questions regarding this problem? Then I'll explain, or I will be moving to the next question directly. Okay, so Ramesh said explain. Okay, Ramesh, I'll be explaining. Just give me a minute. we have this like figure, we can see that directly. First of all, this C, directly I'm going to solve for the C. This is one of the exterior angle of the cyclic quadrilateral. This A, B, D, E is a cyclic quadrilateral and C is an exterior angle. So C is directly going to be 62. Exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to the interior angle formed by the opposite sides of the cyclic quadrilateral. So C is directly going to be 62. We have C directly. I can write, if this is C, this is also going to be C. So this is also 62, vertically opposite angles. Now A is going to be exterior angle for this triangle. So A is going to be 43 plus 62. 43 plus 62 is going to be 105, right? So 105 is this. We have A, we have 62. If I'm going to take the triangle ABF now, I can solve for B using angle sum property. So 62 plus A, which is 105, plus B is equal to 180. On solving this equation, you will be getting B as 13 degree. That's it. Got that? Piyush is here. E is 105. We are not solving for E, by the way. Who has asked this? Like Rome. Is that clear now? So that we can, yes, all right. Thank you for the confirmation. Let's just move to the next question of the day. And here we go. Let's see how many of you can solve this. We need to solve for the value of x, y, o. There is a misprint here. I can see the figure shows 2x. Let me just correct this. Wait. You need not to solve for 2x's here. One would be y. Okay guys, this one is y. We need to solve for x, y and w. This could be the last one, depending upon how much time you are going to take for this. We need to solve for x, y and w one by one. Let's see who is going to give the correct answer for each one of those. X 95, y 45 and w is equal to 40. Okay, but we don't need the correct explanation, not VMP. You are very much aware about the channel's conditions. Along with the answer, we need the explanation. W is equal to 40. Okay. X is equal to 95. Okay. W. What about Y? Okay. Adhyansh Gupta said X is equal to 95 because external angle of the cyclic quadrilateral. Okay. W is equal to 40. Enemy lover said Y is equal to 45. Alright, weak has given all of the correct answers maybe. Weak. X is equal to 95. Y is equal to 45. Yes, enemy, your explanation is correct. We are just left with the explanation for the Y. X is 95 you said, W is 40. Correct. Alright. C. Which one? C is 40. Why you are writing it as C? We have X, Y and W only. Alright. I can see that most of you has given the correct answer. That's great. Good to know that. So as all of you has given the correct answer, I don't think there is a need of any explanation. Piyush has given the correct answer, Morphy has given the correct answer, Week has given the correct answer. Okay, so Romesh is there. Romesh, okay, Romesh, I'll explain. Okay, there are few participants who are asking for the explanation. Okay, so I'll explain first of all. Let's see, guys. Ramesh, please be here. We'll use the basics of the cyclic quadrilateral only. Let's see. If I'm going to have this quadrilateral, which is ABC, ABCD, this angle X is going to be equal to 95 directly, because 95 is an exterior angle of the quadrilateral and X is going to be the angle subtended by the alternate segments. So X is 95 directly. So we got X is equal to 95. This is the first thing. Okay. Second thing we can do, what we can do, if I'll see this quadrilateral, I'm highlighting this. Now here, W and this 140 are going to be opposite angles of the cyclic quadrilateral. So W plus 140 is going to be 180, because opposite angles of the cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So W plus 140 is equal to 180, and I'm going to get W as 40 degree. So we got W also. W भी आ गया 40 degree. We are left with Y. So Y के लिए क्या? This was Y, right? Wait a minute. I erased everything. Just a minute. Yes. This was Y. This is Y. So this Y, if this is Y, this is on segment CD, you can see, right? Then this must equal to this angle, because angles on the same segment are equal. This is also going to be Y. So if this is also Y, then I can use linear pair property here, right? Or we can say the angles on a straight line is going to be 180. We have W already 40. So adding all these angles and equating them to 180 will give you Y as 45 degree. So your X was 95, Y is 45 and W is 40 degree. That's it. Ramesh, is that clear? Pinky said hi. Pinky, why you are so obsessed with the ending of the streaming? We are not going to end. We have one more question. Or must have responded? Or what? Sushnath said thanks. Welcome. Romesh, okay. Piyush, you do live session daily? Yes, Piyush, we are having this live session daily regularly. Alright guys, let's move to the last question. Maybe we are going to have the last question of today's session. Just give me a minute. I'm going to change the screen. All right, we do have Z, and we already have one of the algebra question. Adyansh, what time every day do you? Uh, After 5, depending upon it could be 5 or 5:30. Adyansh. So. Pinky, sir, are you a college student? No, I'm not a college student. Why do you think like that? That I'm a college student? Yes, I'm going to clarify. Just a minute. I'll name it also. Let me just name. We need to solve for the value of x. H, sorry. The variable is h. I shared this, like we discussed this in the morning also, I think. So, this AP is tangent for the circle, and this PC is nothing but the secant. We need to solve for the value of h here, and let's see how many of. Yes, VMP, you are right. That's why I like ended the session in the morning, like very soon, within 30 minutes I ended the session, and I discussed that I'm going to share this again. I will discuss in the next session. Power of a point theorem. Okay, weak. 225 AP square is equal to, okay, right. Your live timings and your voice telling us you're in. I am young, but why live timings? Because if in the afternoon I'm going to have the session, Indian students or probably are not going to get active at that time. Alright, so we do have. I love this because right now all of you are giving the correct answers. In the morning there were no one to give the correct answer for this question. 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. Alright. I can see that most of you has given the correct answer, but I have to explain, like few of the participants are here. They are not going to get it because we are going to use the theorem here. Okay, I'm going to soon I'm going to make a long format video for all of the theorems of the circles, and I'm going to post it on the channel where I'll be covering all of the theorems together in the one single video, so that it would be helpful for all of you. Let's see here. As I mentioned already, this is a tangent. AP is a tangent, and this is a secant, right? So what I'm going to do, there is a theorem for it which is known as tangent secant theorem, which actually says, like, if there is a tangent like this and there is a secant drawn from a single external point. Here the external point is same. External point is P, right? They are being drawn from the same external point. So PA, what is going to be the relation between the length? Then the square of the length of the tangent, is PA square, right? Square of the length of the tangent is PA square, is equal to product of the length of the secant. Length of the secant is PC, this entire length of the secant, and the product of the length of the secant along with the length of the external segment. Wait a minute. Along with the length of the external segment. External segment is nothing but PB. PB is an external segment. That's it. This is the theorem. I'm going to repeat. Square of the length of the tangent, which is PA square, is equal to the product of the length of the secant. Secant is the entire length, which is PC, this secant, and external segment is this much, PB is, right? So we'll substitute the values directly. This is going to be 15 square. PC we have as 10 plus h plus 7, which is going to be h plus 17, and PB is 10. So now solve this. This is 225. 225 divided by 10, this is going to be 22.5. and h plus 17 is there. 17 will get subtracted and you will get the answer as 5.5. That's it. Ramesh, 15.5 is not the right answer. 5.5 is the correct answer. H is not 15.5, guys. I don't know why you are getting 15.5. 5.5. Mm, weak. It was 5.5. I hope you guys made a typo error or just a bit of calculation error. Is this clear, guys? Yes. Okay. Yes, Morph, you are right. Where they are just multiplying PB into BC, but what they actually need to do, they need to do PB into PC. Black Avenger, that was the last question for today's session. But if you guys usually insist, I'm going to give you one more question. Let's say, let's have one more question then. As you guys are today, you guys have participated so well, so I'm going to give you one more question. Just give me a minute. This one is again from the circles. Okay, you want. All right. So I have discussed this question earlier also, I think, and I want you guys to do this because maybe in two of the sessions I have discussed this. I'm not aware whether I have discussed it here on this channel or not, but I have discussed it before for sure. So we need to calculate for, let me just, for better view, let me just mark it for you guys. Give me a minute. Let's say this is a point M. Here, this is equal to this much length, and these are equal also. We are given with AE, and this AB plus BC plus CD is also given as 20. We need to solve for the shaded region. So let's see. We have, yes, it is a rectangle, so AB is going to be equal to CD. Yes, Piyush. Prabhav said 19 by 4. Okay. Through Pythagoras. We'll be using the Pythagoras, but not only the Pythagoras. This problem is like a combination of algebra as well as a few of the geometry things. I'm waiting for a few more users to give the correct answer. Veek is trying to give the correct explanation. Yes, your first step is correct. Adyansh, you can use Pythagoras to show the relationship between AB and PE. Yes, that's correct. So then you will be using 2x plus 2y plus 2x is 20. 2x plus 2y. Okay, you have taken it AB as 2x. That's also fine. That is correct. You can use that. Black Avenger has given the correct answer along with the correct approach. Okay, 19 by 4. Yes, correct. Yes, Romesh, AE is 9. You are right. The entire length AE is 9. You can take the triangle ABE and use the Pythagorean theorem first. 4.75. Pinky Shuki saw this 2 times, still didn't know how to answer. That's okay. I'm going to explain it. Aman said 4.75. That's correct. I was not going to give this question for today's session. The thing is that we have did this before also. If I'm going to repeat this question also, then I'll be repeating it after at least 5 to 7 days. So, but you have asked this, so I just give it to you guys. 5 plus 0.5 square root 62. Why this much of calculation? The answer is simple, like is it's going to be in fraction or is it can be in two decimal places. Pinky, yes, welcome Pinky. Don't make it so complex. This is going to be an easy one. Few of you has already given the correct explanation. So, do you guys want me to explain this, or you can do this? Because 3 to 4 user has given the correct answer. Explain. Okay, Pinky, I'll explain. Any value like putting like 7.5. No. Don't do that. Don't like use the hit and trial method, because that won't work at all. All right, let me just share my screen and see. Okay, have a look. If say, let me just take AB, because AB, I'm not going to write AB as AB one more time. I'll be using variables here. I'm using A for this, and let's say BC is going to be B. Now if BC is B, then this BE is going to be B by 2 and EC is also going to be B by 2, half of the B. Similarly, if AB is A, this CD is also going to be A because opposite sides of the rectangle are equal, right? So this is also going to be A. We'll keep this in mind. Now taking this triangle, if I'm going to consider this triangle and apply Pythagorean theorem in this, what I'm going to get? This is obviously hypotenuse, right? The two sides, which is A and another one is B by 2. So A square is going to give me A square. B by 2 square is B square by 4 is equal to hypotenuse square, which is going to be 9 square, 81. So Murphy, your answer is not correct. Just have a look here. If I'm going to solve this equation, this is going to be 4a square plus b square, and the 4 at the denominator, I'm going to take it on another side. This will get multiplied by 81. This will give me 324. Let's say this is my equation number 1. Now what I'm going to do, I have the expression which is given to me, which is AB plus BC plus CD is equal to 20. This AB, I have taken AB as A, BC, this entire length, this was B, and CD is also A because opposite sides of the rectangle. This is also A. So this is going to be A plus B, which is 2A plus B. I can rewrite it as 2A plus B. Now squaring this expression both sides, if I'm going to square this, what I'm going to get? It's going to be 4a square, like I'm using the formula of x plus y whole square. 4a square plus b square plus 2ab, which is going to be 4ab, is equal to 400. Now this 4a square plus b square is already solved. The value is 324. I'll substitute it here. I'll get the value of ab from this. Let me just erase this one. 324 will take on another side. This will get subtracted. I'll get 4ab is equal to 76. Then ab is going to be 76 by 4, which is 19. So now ab is 19. Let's just solve for the area of the triangle. The shaded area is going to be this. This side is what? This is b. This entire is b. This is a by 2, right? This is a by 2. If I'm going to use the formula of the area of the triangle, what is the formula? Half into base into height. Half into base is a by 2 into height is b. A by 2 into b. This is nothing but a into b upon 2 2s are 4. ab by 4. ab is nothing but 19. So it is 19 by 4, or I can rewrite it as 4.75 also. Right? So is not 20, it is 18. Why it is 18? Where? This is 20 now. Look at this. Murphy, Romesh, you can just go back to the few minutes. Just go back and you can check. Piyush Thakur, welcome. We need not to solve for the value of A and B. Murphy, that's why I told you that don't make it so complex. The problem was easy. We need to just make a relation between AB, and using that particular relation we can solve. We need not to solve for the value of A and B. Yes, writing the square root of 62, 10 minus square root of 62. So why there is a need of making it more complex when we can use it simply, right? So that was the last question, guys. So I hope we did so many of things today and you guys have enjoyed the session. That's completely fine, Murphy. We are here to learn new things. No need to be sorry about that. We are learning daily, right? Alright guys, I would love to see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Bye Piyush. See you tomorrow. Yes. Alright Pinky. Bye. Take care. Good night. Have a great day.